All right, so I'm just working this new station out. So I have my desktop station, which streams my digital painting. Um, but I've got my laptop going right now with a separate setup that I'm hoping to kind of convert into a traditional station. So um, I'm just gonna do some sketching and see how this goes. I might cut in and out to just adjust my max bit rate or my resolution, but we'll see how it goes. I'm probably going to be fairly quiet as this is just a test run. But I appreciate you guys coming in to watch. So what I'm hoping to do is kind of keep these sketch sessions going as maybe my daily content, because I mean I do this every day, and I haven't been great about posting them on Instagram lately, but I do enjoy sharing them, and I only post a few on Instagram, so it'd be nice to kind of document all of the different drawings I do, sketches I do, usually with coffee first thing in the morning. And I like them. They're a lot. They're a lot of fun to make, to be perfectly honest, because they're very free form. It's not for a job or anything. I'm just kind of flexing my muscles. So it's a lot of like associative drawing. So like, you know, really quick marks, and I'm kind of trying to be responsive to what's happening. Um, it's sketching. You know, everybody likes to sketch. I hope people like to see sketching. And I might actually stream my Inktober drawings. If I can get this it's working pretty well, I will definitely stream Inktober. And actually, I never actually participate in Inktober. Um, and it would be nice to do that and actually, put it out there. So yeah, I'm kind of happy with this little drawing. I'm just gonna keep going. This is actually the end of a sketchbook. Only a few pages left, so maybe we'll burn through these in this one segment. All right, so next one's up. Maybe we'll do something humanoid. So yeah, I didn't even announce this stream, so um, I'm really grateful that that you guys showed up. I was not expecting to have anybody see me screw up this first stream. So thanks for that. So I learned a lot of my marks from my full illustration, my regular illustration jobs, doing these drawings. I spent a year and a half just doing these because like I'd kind of cratered with my work. I was just like, oh my god, what am I gonna do? Nothing's working. Nobody's really interested. I was still looking for my personal voice, and then I was just like, fuck it, I give up. And I stopped painting, and I stopped trying to do comics, and I just started uh, kind of doing what came natural to me, and just focusing on that. Actually, like I had worked on a project a while ago that was a personal project called Quiet Dog. That was just pure, honest expression for me. I wasn't worried about the pretty drawings or anything like that. And I found that I really enjoyed drawing that comic. This one's not working out particularly well. And I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna draw like that because that comic made me really happy. And that's kind of where this stuff came from. I'm gonna try to fix this. And so I did this for a year and a half while I was working at a art supply store in Florida. Some of you guys might remember Art and Frame. I was there for a while. And it was I think it was my most important period of growth. Not that you guys really want to hear about this or even asked, but I'm not looking at chat really, and I feel like I should talk, so this is kind of what's on my mind. So, I did this, and like if you go through my finished work on my website, for instance, you'll see a lot of these same marks, a lot of the same visual language. So there's merit to just stopping, halting the grind, the rat race, trying to get work from art directors. And it wasn't until I started doing this that I actually started to find success with my work. People started responding to it, which it still blows me away. Like every time somebody buys a print or copy of Angelarium, I'm like, fuck, somebody likes my somebody likes my work. I always get a kick out of that. So this one didn't work out, and a lot of these don't work out because either I started like I think this one I started in the kind of in the wrong part of the page. Like his legs got real squat, and so yeah, whatever, no big deal. I kind of feel like drawing more animals, so I'm gonna flip this, and D. Feinstein, you shut your mouth. I don't even know what Acer is, so. um, and what I'm gonna do real quick is just double check mine. Make sure you guys can see. That's kind of off, so we're just gonna keep it like this. And do some more drawing. I'm also testing out a new mic. I don't like wearing the headphones during the stream. It's pretty uncomfortable and don't cry, D. Feinstein. You know I love you, buddy. D. Feinstein's a very, very old friend. We're like brothers, actually. Yeah. So trying out a new mic. I'm hoping it works really well. I'll play this back for myself later and figure all that out. So yeah, back to drawing. Let's do some little imaginary things. We'll try to get 3 onto this page. and try to go as fast as possible. This is another kind of exercise I do. Is um, this is my version of speed painting or speed drawing or whatever. Um, well, you'll see. And usually, it's funny how this works out. These speed drawings are usually of running animals. I like running animals a great deal. We're going to try to mix it up a bit. So this is one of my favorite things to do because you really got to think about your form and you got to kind of decide what you're going to draw really quickly. And that's not always easy. So it kind of helped me, kind of taught me how to be decisive with my drawings and kind of let my marks fall where they are, and um, how to ornament really quickly. Because sometimes you don't have time to make meaningful marks. Sometimes you just gotta wing it and hope it looks cool. Yeah, and I'm running out of space on this one, so it's not gonna be exactly what I want. We'll get there. Yeah. So yeah. Hi, Liquidette. How's it going? Thanks for joining us. I see you're hosting me. Thanks. That's super nice of you. Appreciate that. Right. Actually, this is another round of imaginary things I did a couple weeks ago. Like it's completely out of order. Like I literally just picked a page, and actually I'll flip through this book if you guys are interested. There's some different kinds of drawings in here, so we'll take a break from the imaginary things, and I'll show you my sketchbook. This is almost finished, so um, yeah, I use this to just kind of figure out what it is. What it is I like to do. So this is a drawing. I was with my girlfriend and her two friends at a restaurant and feeling very out of place because it's like this swanky brunch place in Boston, and you know, sitting there with three very attractive women just quietly drawing in my sketchbook, and they're talking about work. They're all scientists, so like they're just doing their thing, and I'm the literally the odd man out. So And I actually posted the final drawing on Tumblr or something. I finished it digitally and put their names where their heads would be. Yeah, it's fun. Yeah, it's neat to do. Um, and this was actually for a demo. I was demoing a technique for high school students. A quick painting technique. So still drawing a sketchbook to start it off. And then this is just more like this is doodles, and you'll notice a lot of different kinds of doodles here. You see some of them are graphic stuff. Um, you'll see some cartooning stuff as well. Like I have a background in comic books. Like I mentioned earlier, like I spent a lot of time trying to be a comic artist before I realized that that industry's not really for me. I like to work slower. The deadlines there are pretty rough, pretty brutal. Um, and there's not a whole lot of control in the kind of work you make. You just gotta get a job, and that's not something that I enjoy. Um, I love comics, and I love people who make comics. I have a lot of friends who work in the industry now, and they're doing some great work. But it just wasn't for me. It wasn't a good fit. And I actually really enjoy working in graphite. I probably do a little bit of that. Um, on this stream. These are from Life, actually. I was on a train in Boston, actually. Um, I always recommend to people to draw from Life, from somebody sitting in front of you, because like it forces you to remember because they move, and the little turns of the head and that kind of thing, and it's yeah, it's valuable. For me, reference is difficult. I tend to not be able to divorce my what I'm seeing, so I tend to copy. And you're not supposed to use reference that way. You're supposed to just respond to it. Pull bits of information that you need. Like, I don't know how to draw this part, or this thing. This photo is gonna help give me the information that I'm lacking. I'm just not good at that part. I know it intellectually, but yeah, it's too much of a distraction. Um, and let's see here. Damn, that's my girlfriend sleeping. We went to Lake George. I caught her napping on the couch. The most relaxed I've ever seen her. Um, it was a bunch of us actually. We went to it was like a group of her friends that they do. It's an annual trip they do. So I got to kind of draw them quite a bit actually, which was nice, which was fun. They were great models. I like drawing trees. I don't know why. Very relaxing. That's more of Autumn's friends, Corey and Rio. And yeah. I actually really liked this drawing. I wanted to, I don't know, take that further. Um, but I haven't had time really to revisit it. And thank you, Zombie Brand. I appreciate that. Let's see here. There's more of her friends. Which reminds me, I was supposed to send them all of these drawings. As like a thank you for putting up with me while I was in you know, that was the new guy. Um, Another one of her friends on card. Really nice guy. Rio's a pianist, and so while during the trip he was practicing for a concert actually, which is really interesting to see him do that. He was just reading his sheet music and like air piano playing, which was you know working on his his posture, and it's pretty interesting. And there's some more random doodles. Oh, actually, this was for an illustration. I was trying to figure out the right gesture for someone running and catching something. Um, actually, it's funny. Like I ended up with this one. But like this was months ago, and now I'm looking at it, and I'm like, man, a couple of these are more interesting. Like this is more interesting. That's more interesting. They're way more dramatic, you know. Um, oh, so that's what Azer is. Do you see? D Feinstein, unfortunately, I don't play League of Legends. I don't have, I don't have the fortitude to deal with sucking at a game so hard. I tried it once and just no. Also not for me. Um, I was working on a horse illustration. I don't remember what happened to that one, but these are some studies. Um, Notes from my upcoming book. Nothing interesting, just like word rates, that kind of thing. These are sketches for another illustration project I was trying to figure out. Oh, actually, this one's. I gotta remember this one. This might be a solution to something I'm working on now. Um, yeah, just kind of figuring out ideas. Just trying to connect with the things I like to draw. I actually tried drawing my sister from memory. I haven't seen her in a few years. She lives in Florida. And she just happened to be on my mind, so I was like, oh, I'll try to draw my sister. I think I got pretty close. Next time I see her, I'm seeing her this winter. I'll show it to her and see what she thinks. I bet she doesn't think it looks anything like her. More sketches. I have a thing for feathers. You'll see. If I do more sketchbook reviews, you'll probably see a bunch of feathers in my sketchbook. This one's for a gift for God, for my girlfriend's sister that is super late. She needs it in like 3 days. I haven't done anything beyond the sketch. I think I might work on it. Uh, I might work on it after this stream and try to bang it out. And we're back to the imaginary things. So yeah, so these segments, I'm hoping to do maybe one every other day. If I can get it up to once a day, that'd be great. I kind of just want to keep it at around half an hour. In between my my painting streams, which are Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Um, I've fallen completely in love with streaming, and this is so I want to do more of it. Doing these shorter segments allows me to do that. And I hope you guys enjoy it too. Um, so this is I guess the first imaginary things segment. That's kind of what the segment will be called going forward, because that's what I'll be drawing is imaginary things. And I'm playing with the idea of taking requests like animal requests, like name an animal, and I'll try to make an imaginary thing that's an approximation to it. Um, but yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed it. All right, I actually have to get back to work. um, yeah. So yeah, I should probably talk about that briefly. I'm working on the next volume of Angelarium, as well as a new Kickstarter project, which I'll have more information about in my longer stream. Yeah. Thanks very much. I appreciate it. You guys have a good one.